Oh, wow. Hey,
Hi.
everybody.
Hello. Welcome. It is Tuesday and we are here with another Tuesday tutorial. Yay. So today we're going to be
Yay.
talking about vanishing cream. We're going to be doing some makeup and getting your opinion on what kind of makeup stuff we should do, which I think is super fun. As always, I am Amber. I will be taking your questions and reading your comments. And then this is the wonderful and lovely Jené. Yay.
Hi, everybody.
So we
How's it
both
going?
both wore braids. Was not planned, but just
Was not planned.
the fun of the
Just
day.
happened. Yeah. It's so okay. This is so funny. I feel like because Amber and I we see each other over Zoom all the time or over FaceTime or whatever for work when we're talking about other things or we're in meetings. And I feel like over the last like 2 weeks or something, Amber and I have just totally been on the same wavelength and we've worn something matching every day. And it's been so funny and crazy. Like one time
Yeah.
we were both wearing like black and white stripes and it's so
Mhm.
funny. So today this is how we're on the same wavelength yet again. And we did not plan it, but we both have the braid crown thing going on. It just it felt right. It felt like the right
It felt
hairstyle
right.
to do today.
Yeah, exactly. So today we're going to be talking about the vanishing cream, and then actually both Janae and I are going to use it. So Janae is going to use it as kind of a regular primer, and she'll talk more about that. I'm going to actually mix it with foundation and put that on so it becomes its own kind of tinted moisturizer. And then after we go along, we're also going to get your opinion on what, like what should Janae use for the rest of hers, and what lip color should I use, and what cream rouge color should I use. So if you have any suggestions, you can put them in at any time. It's a fun way to get to see the colors live. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be going through. And if you have any other questions, please ask as we go along. But it'll also be just a nice kind of almost a get ready with me, almost, but also learning a little more about this primer and how it works. But cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
I
Okay,
know,
well,
so exciting. So yes, vanishing cream. I have mine right here in the box. The box is open, but here it is, the vanishing cream. So yes, if you joined us last time, we did kind of an opposite thing where we started with makeup and took it off, and we used cold cream to do that, and it was super fun, and we had fun doing Truth or Dare. Thank you guys for tuning in and playing along. Like I just had such a
yes.
blast doing that. And so today we're going to be talking about the other cream that we have currently in the Besame Skincare Essentials collection, which is the Vanishing Cream. So what is Vanishing Cream? Like, have you ever heard of this before? If not, that's okay. We're
Yeah.
going to tell
And
you all about it.
let us know
So
in the
Vanishing
comments if you
Cream,
ever had heard of it before, just for fun.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Or if this was the first time you've ever heard this, you had to look into it. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
But basically, you can think of your vanishing cream as a primer, but it's so much more than that because it's also moisturizing and it contains really great ingredients for your skin. So, just like cold cream is an essential part of the makeup process because it's taking your makeup off, this vanishing cream is also an essential part of your makeup process because it's what you put on first before you do anything else. You want to prime your face so that everything evens out and it gives it a nice base for your canvas. Just like if you ever were going to paint or something like that, you would prime your canvas first so that everything sticks to it nicely. And that's how you can think of it with
Yeah.
vanishing cream in your face. This is your canvas. You're going to prime that baby with some vanishing cream, and it will help everything stay. It'll help everything go on smoothly, whether you have patches of oily skin, like I kind of do right here. I'm a little shiny right now, or you have dryness, which I also have because the weather is now cold, which is great. But with
Yeah.
that comes like blustery winds, dryness, like the air is not great right now. So my skin is just all kinds of like out of whack. And if I were to just go put makeup on cold on my face without any barrier or anything in between, it would probably get patchy in some areas, kind of slide around on other areas. So the vanishing cream is going to help with that. Because even after you put on, you cleanse and you put on moisturizer, it can still sometimes, I'm sure if you've ever done that, you've experienced how you're like, why does my makeup want to go on funny right here,
Yeah.
right here, right here, or something? You know what I mean? It gets like kind of patchy or separates or something. And so using vanishing cream is going to help with that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that being said, do we have any questions so far?
Well, not too many questions. We have well, we had a couple. Sorry. We had some people talking about how they have heard of Vanishing Cream from vintage films or vintage makeup books, or even from Tom and Jerry. Yes, there's a couple Tom and Jerry cartoons and some Popeye cartoons where they disappear with Vanishing Cream, which is
So
fun. And
funny.
then Jane asked when you're going to find out about the rest of the skincare collection. So I'll put it in the comments, but one of the blog posts already does give previews of the other creams that are in the collection. So you can read about them in advance if you like. But also, we're going to be revealing one of them this week, actually. And then the last one will be coming out very shortly after that. So it is coming very soon, not too long of a wait for the rest of our first, wave of the Besame skincare essentials for sure. And then, yes, for the Disney collections, we just had a little bit of a delay, so we will be announcing it soon. It will be out before the end of the year, but it might not be announced by the end of October. Sorry about that, but it's coming out very, very soon, and we're so glad you guys are excited about them. And then, oh, good, we have a few more questions. Can regular can regular face primer be used on top of the vanishing cream? That one, and you can see if you think, Janae, I mean, you could use the vanishing
I
cream
guess
as a moisturizer, but I don't know that you'd need to
my
use both.
question would
Yeah.
be like, why? Why is there something like specific about that other primer that you're going for? Because what's great about the vanishing cream is that it is acts like a primer, and what I also love about it is that it's kind of a mattifying primer. So it gives you a
Mhm.
matte finish when your makeup is on, which I love. That is like totally my style. I know some people kind of want to go for the more dewy look, and if you want that, you could just, use a day cream moisturizer situation and skip the vanishing cream. If you wanted to go for a dewy look, then that would probably be achieved because the vanishing cream is going to give you sort of a matte finish. Um, and I love that about this cream. And I love that about primers as well. Not all primers do this, but a lot of them do. And Vanishing Cream is one that does that as well and definitely helps everything to stay where it needs to be, stay in place, and lay nicely. So you do not need to put on another primer over the Vanishing Cream because the Vanishing Cream acts as a primer. It is a primer. So unless there was something very specific, like about the finish that another primer gives you or something, then I mean, I don't see why not. But
Yeah, it shouldn't
you don't really have
interact
to.
with the primer, but yeah, you don't have to. Cool. We have
Yeah.
some more questions real quick, and some of them we'll kind of answer as we go along. But we have, do you put vanishing cream on over foundation or mixed with foundation? So we're actually going to show you both. So first, it doesn't go over foundation. I guess that's kind of the only way you don't want to use it. So you'd either use it under foundation or mixed with foundation to create more of a tinted moisturizer. And in just a second, Janae and I are both going to show you those. And then, real quick,
Yeah.
of one of our lovely people asked, is it safe for sensitive skin or eczema? Does a little go a long way? And does it absorb quickly? So you're going to see in action in just a second
Yes,
how
yes,
fast it
yes,
absorbs.
yes.
Yeah. And yeah, a little goes a long way for sure. And all of these products are made for sensitive skin. So Gabriella herself has very sensitive skin. She tests all these things on herself. So it is designed to be very, very sensitive. So that's for sure. And then,
Yes.
yeah, you'll get to see
And
how
now
much
I will
in
say,
action.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
We're talking over each other. I'm so sorry. I think there's like a half-second delay. You know how it is. You know how it is on
Yeah.
these video chats. But I was going to say about eczema. the thing, I know that everyone who has eczema, it's different. You know, you can react in different ways. People in my family have eczema, and all of us kind of have different things that will bring it on or make it flare up and stuff like that. So always pay attention to the ingredients. If you happen to know something in particular that bothers you, of course, don't use it if that ingredient is present in this product. But the ingredients, like Amber said, are made with all skin conditions in mind, sensitivities in mind. And so, of course, if you are allergic to an ingredient, or if it's something that flares up, you know, eczema or some other kind of condition like that for you, then of course be cautious. But it shouldn't generally agitate or irritate at all, because it's fragrance free, which I know that's like kind of the number one irritant for people with any kind of skin condition or sensitive skin is fragrances. This is fragrance free. So that will be great. And then everything else is really meant to hydrate, calm, and soothe the skin in a natural way. So you're not going to see all these crazy hard to pronounce chemicals in your ingredient list where you're like, I don't know what that is, some kind of synthetic nonsense that's going to, you know, change the composition of my skin and maybe make it angry. You don't have to worry about that with this either. So it's pretty safe to say that sensitive skin, you're going to love this. But of course, always be cautious.
Great. So, yeah, then there's wonderful. Oh, we have lots of guessing going on about the Disney collection, and yeah, you'll just have to wait and see. And I will say we haven't said anything about it. We haven't said
No,
anything about it. So if you were like, I heard somebody like, I'll tell you that's not based on anything. So far we
no, yeah,
haven't said anything
no,
about
no
it. So
one
any guess is
from
fine, but
Besame has said anything. No,
so guess
but
away,
the
like by
guesses are
all
great.
means. It's totally fun. But yeah, there's actually been zero leaks about this so far. So you just have to, wait and see. And it will be here very soon, I promise. Yay, and lots of number of people enjoying our braids. So that's always nice. Yay. All right, Janae, why don't we
Awesome.
get started?
Yes, let's get started. So, when you get your vanishing cream, it comes in that beautiful box, like I said, and then you get your jar, which is nice and big. Look how big this thing is. So big. Very thick, full of cream. That's going to last you a long time. It's glass,
Great.
it's beautiful. You also get this cute little spoon, this little golden spoon that you get to use to scoop out so that you're not dipping your hands in all the time and getting extra stuff in there that doesn't belong in there. So I love that. And then you can rinse this between uses. And then you will also get this fun little booklet that shows you different massage techniques that you can use when applying your creams to help your skin really absorb the cream, and then also just like as a little ritual, like a little self-care ritual. But it's also good for the skin in general. I don't know
Yeah.
how to
Well,
say,
just
but
it
like,
helps
facial
it helps
massage is
increase
really beneficial.
circulation, and by doing that, that helps plump the skin a little bit. It also helps release any it releases when your face sometimes can get like a little bloated or puffy. I know mine can. It helps release some of that water retention. All those kind of things are super helpful. And it just feels
Yes.
nice, so you get to relax, your blood pressure goes down. All nice things around
So
this
nice,
time.
so good. And it smells just fresh, but no fragrance. So you really don't
Yeah.
get much of a smell, but it just smells like clean and fresh, which I like. That's so nice. Almost like sniffing clean laundry, but not like chemically, not like
Yeah.
floral. There's nothing like that. It's just very clean, which I love. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start applying this right to my face. Uh, Prior to this, what have I done? I woke up this morning, I washed my face again. Again, being I washed it last night, I washed it this morning, and then I used, my toner. After that, I did moisturizer, and then I did a little bit of eye cream, a little bit of hydrating lip treatment. And that's kind of my process up until now. So basically, before you put on your vanishing cream, you want to do your moisturizer, you want to do your eye cream. If you do any like acne spot treatments, do those first. If you do I'm trying to think of anything else.
For
Retinols, but that's usually at
sunscreen,
night.
yeah, retinol's at night. I don't know if you
Sunscreen.
said sunscreen already. Sorry. Sunscreen going
Sunscreen,
first.
exactly, do that first. So this is basically your last step before makeup because again, it is priming the skin, wherever it's at moisture level wise, it's going to prime everything to get you ready for your makeup to go right on top or to be mixed in. So I'm going to start by not mixing any makeup in and I'm just going to apply it, which is the way I like to do it personally. And then Amber can show you, I didn't use my little spoon. Oh well. Amber can show you how to mix it in. But I will say before we jump over to Amber, um, I have options today. So I want to hear from you what you'd like to see. So like I said, I'm putting this on my face and then I'm going to apply my makeup. I have with me, I have some liquid foundation. I have concealer. And then I also have powder foundation, which is actually the cashmere powders. So I have liquid foundation, concealer, or powder foundation. Um, I can do all three. I can do just one of them. I can do a combination of two. If I do all three, I'm going to do concealer. No, I'm going to do liquid foundation, then concealer, then powder is what I would do if I did all three. But please tell me what you'd like to see as I make sure that this goes all over my face and gets absorbed. And Amber, now I would love to see you take it away and talk about what you're going to do.
So yeah, it's a little bit of a choose your own adventure today. So let us know what you want to see Janae use for this first step after the vanishing cream. And then you'll also get to choose some other colors, which is pretty cool. Um, and we had, let me see, how long is it recommended to sit on the skin before adding makeup? You'll see Janae do it here. Not very long. It absorbs very quickly. So when
It's
you just
fast.
feel
I
it
already
absorb,
feel it. Yeah,
yeah.
I already feel it absorbing and just leaving like a matte finish on the top that feels really like well conditioned. Um, you will feel it. It's not, I don't know how to really describe it. It doesn't feel like there's anything sitting on top of the skin. I kind of said that, but that's not right. That's not the right description. And it doesn't feel tight, but like firm, I guess. The skin feels a little more firm. Um, but it does feel moisturized as well, and you can feel that it has absorbed. And yeah, like right now already, I feel like I'm ready to go ahead and put the makeup on. I don't have to
Yeah,
wait, but I will wait. But you don't
it's
have to.
pretty fast. And you can see you use, if your skin is drier, you want to use a little bit more. If your skin is not dry, but still, you want to just start. So I'm going to be mixing the vanishing cream with a liquid foundation to create kind of a tinted moisturizer. So I'm starting with just this much. I'll probably use a little bit more to mix with my foundation, and I'm just putting it on my finger, but that little spoonful is where you should start. And maybe I always tend to go a little too much. So I'm going to take another, just a smaller spoonful of it. And I can see already I'm probably used too much. Oh well. Let's see. Hillary would like to see you use the powder foundation. So I think that's probably our winner for you, Janae. Does it help balance oily
Okay.
skin? And would you use this after or before moisturizer and primer? So the two things, does it help balance oily skin? So the ingredients in it, the natural oils and then some of the herbal ingredients do help balance your natural skin's oils. So because it has that moisturization effect, it helps not dry out your skin so your skin doesn't overproduce oil. And it also just helps it also just helps your pores create less oil in the first place in a little bit. So it does definitely help out with that. And
Hmm.
we had for the primer, yes, moisturizer and then vanishing cream, which is the primer, and then makeup. So you shouldn't have to use vanishing cream and a primer. Vanishing cream is the primer,
Is a
but
primer. Yeah.
moisturization first, and then vanishing cream, and then makeup. And the last thing, let's see. Oh, a couple questions as that we can do as I get started. And thank you guys for asking so many questions. Um, Louisa asked, how long have we been using the creams? And Kristen also asked, how did you get your front curls? So you can answer that while I'll show mixing my
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Amber's mixing.
so
Um,
I'm just mixing it and I'm just
so
putting, it's kind of weird this stuff, and I'll show you when I put it together. It has a weird paddle on it. So
Cool.
anyway, but yes, your makeup and
Yeah.
curls.
Yes, so I've been using the Vanishing Cream, gosh, couple months, maybe since the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly, because one of the perks of working for Besame is that you get to use the products way before anybody else, and you get to try them out and give feedback. And I I love it. So I used to use a different primer from, a different brand, and I won't say which because that's not the point. But one that was recommended by my friends and was really popular and worked really well. But then once I tried the Vanishing Cream instead, I honestly stopped using that other one and I gave it away to somebody because I was like, I don't need that anymore. I prefer this one. And I use it every single day. So I love it. I think that it really helps the makeup stay in place. And I think it just gives me such a beautiful finish to my skin because as you can see, well, hopefully the camera's flattering and the lighting is flattering and maybe you can't see. But if you can see, I have blemishes, I have areas with enlarged pores. I'm starting to get my first little wrinkles, in those places where you get them right here, right here. They're starting to show up. And I have areas of dryness. I have areas of redness, like the things that we all deal with on our faces, right?
Mhm.
It's normal. But what helps with the Vanishing Cream is that it helps to give that that perfect primed canvas so that the makeup stays in place, and then those things, just seem to not even be there at all. Where without, if I were to just put my makeup on without it, some of those things may still come through the makeup and show through the makeup. Um, and I don't know how to explain how magical this is, but it's really magical and I use it all the time. And it just really ups your makeup, I would say. And it makes it feel better too.
Yay. So
So I think,
that's,
am I just gonna go with the powder foundation?
yes, it looks like that's the winner, the powder
Cool.
foundation. And then you
You know
could
what I
see,
am gonna do though, guys? I am gonna put a little concealer on my eye bags here because Mama did not get good sleep last night. So we're gonna put a little here, just a couple dots, work that in so you can kind of see what that looks like, and then I will do the powder foundation on top of that.
so I had some concealer on first because I also just have very dark circles under my eyes. But that's all I had on my skin was that, and then obviously have eye makeup on. Wasn't born with eyeliner. So I had that on, and then you can see I just mixed even parts. So I put kind of half of the foundation and half of the vanishing cream, and then put it on. And it's not like, a radical difference, but a lot of that redness in my nose is gone, and my skin just sort of looks more even. And what's nice is I have really dry skin, and I also have large pores on my nose. And I've found that when I try to use, so there's just, yeah, a number of potential problems. So when I use vanishing cream by itself, it really helps even out that dryness so it doesn't catch in just the dry spots. It also helps not have the makeup not settle into the pores on my nose. And then same thing with I
Yeah, me
do like
too.
to mix it with the vanishing cream, my foundation, because if I put on too much foundation that's full coverage, because I'm so fair, it's just very ghastly looking sometimes. So having something that's a little bit lighter, you still see some of the pinkness on my face, but that's good. It helps me look like a, human, not a ghost. So I like that, but it
Yeah.
still gives
Okay.
that evenness of coverage and doesn't just settle into my pores and stuff like that. So I've been using the vanishing cream and the cold cream, all the creams, for about the same amount of time. And the vanishing cream just feels very moisturizing and nice, first of all, and does help things just not settle into just all the little pores and dryness areas that I tend to have.
Yes. Can you
Let me
guys
see.
tell?
Yeah.
Can you see how nicely that powder went on? Okay, and I want you to just picture if you weren't using Vanishing Cream and if you just used your regular moisturizer and then put powder right on top of that, how would that normally sit on your face? would you have issues? Would it kind of clump in certain places and try to absorb into the skin, or would it slide around or whatever? Because that's what would happen to me. So using the vanishing cream in between my moisturizer and my powder, and again, I didn't even put on liquid foundation, so it's not clinging onto that. It's going right on my face, and like it's so smooth. It's like perfect finish, matte finish. And it makes my skin look just like so beautiful. And like Amber said, even without makeup, your skin looks better right after you apply it. And I agree. Like, I really think that it's such a wonderful, wonderful step in your skincare process to really help your skin just go above and beyond and look super duper beautiful. So yeah, I'm a big fan. And another thing I want to show you guys is that you can also use it on your eyelids for like an eyeshadow primer thing going on. So I didn't put any on my eyelids. I'm going to put just a teeny, 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 tiny bit onto my eyelids right now. They look kind of shiny because the rest of my face is matte, but that's good because then you can sort of compare. See? What I tell you, matte finish, love it. And then, yes, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeshadow, and you'll see how perfectly that will apply.
As you do that, if you want to see any of the specific cream rouges on me, just to see the color, we have Crimson Poppy and Apricot. So either of those, if you have a vote for that, you can put that in the chat and I'll show those off. And with this, Michaela asked, would the Vanishing Cream work for tinted moisturizer? Yep, that's exactly what I just did pretty much, where you create your own tinted moisturizer. Now you could put the Vanishing Cream on and then put tinted moisturizer over it for extra hydration. That would be totally fine. But I have found that mixing the foundation with the Vanishing Cream just creates a much better tinted moisturizer. Because I have ones where like my nose will still be kind of red with the tinted moisturizer. They don't come in as many shades, tinted moisturizers, so the coloring for me is often not quite right. So that's something we see. Okay, I got votes for Apricot and Poppy. So I'll do one of each to show you. It'll be odd, a slightly odd look, but I don't care. It'll be good to see
and the
them
other
both.
thing about tinted moisturizer, like you said, it's really hard. Usually they don't offer the same kind of shade range on those. That's just sort of the way it is for some reason. But also, it's rare that you find a tinted moisturizer that actually has ingredients that you would use as just a moisturizer in itself or a foundation in itself.
Yeah.
Like, usually the ingredients are all over the place and you're like, I don't want this on my skin. This doesn't seem like something good to be doing every single day for my skin. So creating your own customizable like tinted moisturizer this way by mixing your foundation, liquid foundation that you love and trust and know matches you, mixing it in with your vanishing cream, it's perfect. It's going to really be something that you know is going to be great for your skin. And I forgot to answer about my little curly cues here.
Oh, yes.
I just used a little tiny curling iron, like a super small barrel curling iron. Like I kept this part of my hair out when I did the rest of it. Then I did like a curly, and then I kept them before I went on camera. Because I did this early this morning. Before I went on camera for the morning, I had them like in little pin curls up on the top of my head. And then like, a little bit before I just pulled them out and kind of put my fingers through.
Cute. All right, I've got Poppy Cream Rouge, so that's it on my finger. So this side is going to be Poppy. Oh, I need to use a mirror because I can't see, even in the reflection of the camera. Can't see what I'm doing. And they also asked which are our favorite colors of Cream Rouge, and I'm torn because I like Apricot and Poppy both. Apricot I was kind of surprised at because it's more orange, but Poppy adds a lot of dimension in an interesting way.
Yeah.
So I also really like it too, and I like that one as a lip tint quite a bit. So I'll put on a little extra.
Oh yeah, I like crimson as a lip tint too. I really like crimson for lips. I think it's so pretty. I love them all. It's so hard to pick, and I know that's probably disappointing because you want us to pick one, but like honest to goodness, it's so hard to pick. All three of them are really beautiful and really good for different reasons and different looks. And I have all three, and Amber has all three because they're versatile.
And here is the apricot, which I'll be on this side. See what's falling down off of my stuff here. CM said she started doing your do when she was doing Cream Rouge, which I totally understand. It does, it just makes it feel more official.
Yeah, sound effects, always good. So now I have applied my eyeshadow, and again, it works kind of as a shadow primer really well, the Vanishing Cream. You don't need to put that much, just put a teeny tiny bit. And of course, again, if you do eye cream or eye serum or anything like that, you would do that first, let that fully dry or absorb, and then you would do your Vanishing Cream, which dries and absorbs quickly, and just a tiny, tiny little bit. You know, put that all over the area you're going to be putting shadow, and then voila, it sticks. It doesn't make your shadow clump. It doesn't hang on to it in any sort of way. It's not going to get stuck in the crease. It makes it lay really smoothly and go on really well, and stay. It helps it stay. So I love that.
And which eyeshadow palette did you use for that?
Oh, I used this one.
Oh, okay. I used the Lucy one. So I've got the real light blue
Lucy one. Yeah.
On mine.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So it's a little hard to see on camera, but this side is the apricot, and this side is poppy. And the poppy just has more of a pinkish tone to it, really. And I'm trying to see it again. It's funny, I feel like I have quite a lot of it on, and yet it doesn't really look like that much. But hey, that's all right.
Isn't that funny how that goes?
There they are. I know. You think it with the camera you need to put on less, but sometimes the opposite is true. So
this is Poppy.
Really nice.
This is Poppy.
That one's Poppy. Yay.
Yes.
Cool.
And I'm putting this on over powder, which normally I would do it the other way around, but I just forgot. That's honestly, I forgot. I forgot to put it on first. I think because I asked you guys what should I do, and you were like, do powder, and I was like, okay, and then I did it, and I was like, I didn't put on Cream Rouge. But I'll just put it on over the top. It's no biggie. It still looks good.
And I'll reveal my little twist early today, actually. But I use the apricot Cream Rouge under my eyes first to counteract the purple color, and then put the regular concealer over it. And it did really help. You just use like, fingertips worth under each eye, and it does, because that peachy color kind of is the opposite of the under eye circle color, so it does help brighten it.
Whoa. Wait, back up, Amber. How did you think to do this? Where did you get this idea? Did someone tell you to try that? Did you read about this somewhere? How did you figure this out? And then, how did you apply it? Just a little bit with your fingers? Just say it.
Yes.
Say all the things. Tell us more.
A long time ago when I got pictures taken, somebody did a similar thing where they used a lipstick under my eyes. But I got this idea because a wonderful Eczema beauty put on Instagram. She got the Cream Rouge and a couple other things and mentioned using it under her eyes. And I'd totally forgotten about the peach trick. So I decided to use it myself. And I just, with my fingertips, just kind of did one for each eye and just put it all under my eyes here. And then you blend it out a little bit. Tip. It will look weird. And then you put your concealer over it, and that blends it. And also with the, Michaela asked, I thought the cream rouges were eye safe. And that's, you don't want to put them on top of your eyes. I wasn't getting right in my tear duct or anything like that. It's really just under here. So being on the skin there is totally fine. Just when you use it as an eyeshadow, then it's so, it's really kind of getting close to the eyes. Again, it's not, it's nothing's probably going to happen, but we don't want to recommend using it for eyes. Of course, on top is eyeshadow, just because it can be slightly irritating, but under the eyes, as long as you stay away, I haven't had any problems with it. Yay. Let me see. And is that color correcting? Yes, exactly.
Nick, could you bring me a dish of water or something for cake mascara so I can put that on? Thank you.
Yay. And yes, so that's the little trick. And Also, again, because some new people have come on, and thank you for joining us. Yes, our Disney stuff is not announced yet. I do recommend watching Gabriella's video on Thursday because she'll be talking
Did I
about
spell
new
it?
skincare, and that's going to be fun. But we will let you know about Disney stuff as soon as we can. Did you spill something today?
Yeah, I thought I did for a second. I thought I spilled the water all over everything, and I was about to be really sad. I was like, oh no, oh no. But we're good. I don't think I
No.
really spilled much. Just a,
Oh,
just a,
good.
just a little bit. I can be such a klutz sometimes,
Oh,
honestly.
me too. One quick thing yeah, these are the cream rouges, and if you guys want to, you can also pick which lipstick. I have pretty much all of them, so if you want to write which lipstick you'd like to see in the comments just for fun, let me know, and I will wear that one. And which color are you
I
using
have my
for?
lipstick picked out already. I'll do my
Yes.
eyeliner first, and then I'll put my lipstick on. But today I'm going to be wearing Fairest Red.
Oh, yay. Oh, red hot red. I will look for that one and put that one on. Yay. Cool. And are you using, yes, you're using black cake mascara, right?
Yes, black cake. Yes,
Yay.
yes, yes.
Just a simple liner. Oh, we've got
Yeah.
across the board different. I'll let a few people vote and see if we get a consensus on color because we've got the whole gamut of
The
options, which is
whole
totally
gamut.
cool.
See, and this is interesting too, Amber, because you're wearing red today. You have like a red on your blouse or your dress or whatever it
Yes.
is, and then you
Yeah,
have red in your flowers, and like the red in your flowers and your blouse are very similar, but not the same. They're like still two different reds. So then your lip color can be a third red, or it can match one of those two reds,
totally.
or you could do not red and you could do dusty rose, or you could do
Yeah. Could you
like
what a
one of the
peach or something?
peaches or the pinkies.
Okay, it
Yeah,
looks like
so many
Victory
options.
Red is coming into the lead. Delightful.
Ooh,
Yeah, and then so for Kristen, Janae is going to be wearing Ferris Red, so you'll get to see that there.
yes.
And then Yuna asked, will purple mascara ever make a comeback? It's still around. So the purple mascara is still there, so we will be having it for the near future at least. There's, I guess, always a chance it wouldn't come back, but for right now, it's still totally there, and we highly recommend it. And yes, Janae right now is using the
Oh yeah.
black cake. So I'm gonna find my Victory Red. I found it on the first try. I've got all my best of my
Wow.
lipsticks lined up.
What a lucky day.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, that's so funny.
that's like what, a 1
Oh,
in 20 chance or something that you would have
yeah.
gotten it on the first try. That's awesome.
That's pretty good. Yay.
I think that means you get to make a wish or something. Like good luck, good
Yeah,
omen, make a wish,
that's
I
right.
think.
Yes, if for purple cake we don't know yet. It might uh stay around forever. It might not. I don't think we'll be making
Might
refills of
become
the purple cake
seasonal.
at
Some
the
of our
moment.
products Yeah,
Hmm.
some of our products are do better seasonally, and we like to just have them for different seasons that they work for different shades. And some shades are here all year round because the demand is here all year round. They're great colors no matter what the season is. So purple might might end up becoming a seasonal shade for cake mascara. But right now it is available. So if you don't have it and you've been like, should I get it? I don't know. And you've been contemplating, I'd say that now is the time to go ahead and get that one.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, gonna put on
All
my
right.
lips now. Fairest Red. Love this color so much. Do you guys have this color? I want to know. Do you have it? I love it. It's so pretty. It is literally a princess red.
All
So
right.
pretty.
So, yes, it's a very, very pretty. And then Sia had a question when you're done with your lipstick, Janae. But do you find the shadow is
Uh-huh.
truer in color when you put it over the vanishing cream? So when you use the vanishing cream as a primer, do you feel that it's truer in color, the eyeshadows?
I actually do. And I'm guessing that you asked that because you noticed when I put on my shadow that like the color really stood out, especially for this like very light color. This
Hmm.
in the palette that I used, it's called Zero Matter. And that kind of color, usually, your light cream, white, those ones are very hard to see. Usually they're very sheer, transparent, color, just shades like that. You really have to pack them on to see them. And when I used the Vanishing Cream as a shadow primer first, it popped right away. You could see it right away.
Hmm.
And I just felt like I needed to use less shadow almost to really get it
Hmm.
across what I wanted. And again, it stayed exactly where you put it. And it just performed like to its fullest potential, I would
Yeah,
say, by using the Vanishing Cream with it.
absolutely. Yay. So Janae has Fairest Red. I have Victory Red. Yay. Um, very fun and bright colors. I always forget Victory Red. I always think is a little brighter than it is, and it's just it's just such a versatile kind of a color, which you wouldn't necessarily
Yeah.
think from such a bold red, but it really works quite well. And yes, and I always blot twice to make my life easier, to have less of the lipstick going everywhere. And I definitely highly recommend doing that for you guys as well. Yay, people are so nice, saying nice things. About that we look lovely, wonderful. Let me see. And I was just seeing if we had
Thanks.
any other questions. Let us know if you have any other questions about anything we have on today, but lots of compliments. And Janae, it's such a pretty look. And your skin does it really just looks so perfect and just so, so
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thanks. And I mean, go back if you want to the beginning of our live, like scroll back and check it out, and then come back, see the difference that it made, honestly. And again, there's no liquid foundation happening here. This is just Vanishing Cream, concealer. Literally, you saw me put it only just a couple dots under the eyes, and then powder, like tinted
Yeah.
powder. That's it.
Yep.
I'm serious when I say that like this cream, I don't really understand the magical properties that it possesses, but I will not question the magic. I will just accept it. I will just accept the magic and let it do its thing and let it work and let my skin look super duper pretty and let my makeup just be flawless on top of it and just be happy all day long because it's really working. And again, like because it balances out the moisture in your skin, the dryness in your skin, all of that going on. My face feels really nice right now. Normally one of the great things I love about Best Made makeup is that you don't feel like you've caked it on. It doesn't feel like
Yeah.
you've got clown paint on. It's very light, it's very wearable all day. You forget you have makeup on. But even more so with the Vanishing Cream, my skin just feels happy, healthy, like it just got a big drink of water, like it's just really, really in a good position. Everything feels soft and smooth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, in the colder winter days that are coming, dryness is going to be such a
Hmm.
problem, even for people with oily skin. Sometimes your skin, because like I have combination skin, and so in the winter months, I get a lot more oily in certain areas of my skin because the dry, cold air dries out my skin, and then my skin thinks it needs to produce more oil, and then it's just this ongoing cycle. So using a product like this
Hmm.
is going to help just get rid of that altogether, manages all my skin's silly tendencies that can be so troubling and annoying. And I mean, how many of you guys relate to this? Like, how many of you have these kinds of problems? Raise your hand, let me know. It can be
Yeah.
such a bother. And then when you try to just put makeup on top of that, you're like, well, what's the point? Will this even work? Like, do I even want to deal with this? And so using a product like Vanishing Cream will help you to not have those days, because you know how it's going to end up looking. It's not going to be a surprise anymore how it's going to sit on your face. It's gonna work.
Wonderful. Beautifully said, Janae. I love it. So
Yeah.
that's about it. We did have one. Will we ever have a crash course series on vintage and modern looks? We've had some things about modern looks in our past videos that are great to look back on, some things about vintage looks to also look back on in our YouTube catalog. But always, if there's specific things you want to see, please let us know because we love taking
Yes.
suggestions. We're always looking for more. And then also, we will be doing more tutorials with Jess, a separate, really detailed how-tos, which we did just a little bit ago with the Love Witch for Halloween. So there'll be more stuff like that with greater detail coming up as well to look into. Yes, and that's
Did
about
you
it.
guys
And then
attend
next
that
week,
class, by the way? Because it
yeah,
was
Liz,
so cool. I attended. I was watching along with you guys if you were there. And I thought it was so fun. It was so awesome. The look turned out beautiful. Ah, I loved
it
it. It
did.
was
And
really cool.
everybody, we had a lot of people post pictures of themselves after doing it and tag us. And everybody looked so good. It was just all different kinds of
So
people.
good.
And everybody just looked, I was like, doesn't have to be Halloween. That's just a good look.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very fun. Cool. All right, guys. So next week, yeah, we'll be back with another tutorial this week. Also, if you have more questions about any of the creams or want more information on our next upcoming cream, please watch the tutorial, or not tutorial, excuse me, video with Gabriella on Thursday. And Janae, thank you so much. You are beautiful and wonderful as
Yeah.
always.
Thanks.
Yay.
Ah,
Yep,
I
I
love it.
am.
I love being here with you guys.
Yay. All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.